So we're burying the body later, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
hold on.
Hi everyone, welcome on into Bardic Inspiration. Real quick, audio test. Everyone can hear Justa, correct? I split my audios
hello.
recently. I want to make sure everyone can hear Justa. Says you can hear him.
I've been split.
You've been split. Ah, Christ. Check on Justa. Understandable.
Check on me. You should probably check on me.
How you doing, Justa?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
All right, he's been checked on. Welcome on, Scarlet. Welcome on, Rihanna, Wiz, Tenny. Enjoy your nap. Many, if you're still lurking out there, you gremlin. Good evening to you as well. And welcome to our next episode of Bardic Inspiration, joined by the proprietor of LGI, JustaCEO. Hi, Just.
Hi. I'm here.
You're here. I see you forgot your pest control this month. Yeah. Look, bills are high. Bills are high right now. It's hard to keep up with everything. You know, with all the fashionable
exposure.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm doing, you know, I only do this show for the clout. You all know that. I don't care about bettering the community or something. I don't care.
Imagine
meeting new people. No, I'm trying to leech off of Justa here. That's all I'm trying to do. Do we though? Anyway. Bettering the community, camaraderie, stupid. But welcome on in. For those who do not know who Justa is, would you be so kind as to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm JustaCEO, your local, apparently, cat goblin today. I just figured it was better to sit on the chair than stand in front of it, so that's what we're doing. I am a variety streamer who mostly plays RPGs, strategy games, stuff like that. And yeah.
Justa has been a long-time friend of mine. You know, we only fairly recently have we actually started talking to each other, but I've always considered Justa a good friend of mine. He's been we are very relatable on many facets of life, surprisingly enough. And we've been trying to get him on since
months and months now.
December, I think.
Yeah, it's been a while. Well, I mean, you always have it on Fridays, and Fridays is literally like the main day that I'm not available.
Exactly. So, you know, I have to make one little concession here and push it to a Saturday because, you know, it has to be about Justa.
As
cool
it
guy. It is cool guy, Justa. So, as with every cool guy who comes on the channel, go check them out if you have not already. But Christ, So for those who don't know what Bardic Inspiration is, I should clarify, is our semi-inconsistent talk show where we bring on lovely members of the community, get to know them, get to know their VTubing traits, get to know their life and content creation, get to know them as a creator, and highlight the virtues that they bring to the table within the community. Justa has absolutely no virtues whatsoever.
Cost too much.
Virtues cost too much. Virtues cost too much. That is. Hey Destro, welcome on in.
It's like integrity. It's just not on the list.
It's just not. It's not on the shopping list. We can't cram it into it. But Justa is probably one of a very hard worker. He is probably one of the hardest workers we know. Sins are more profitable. True.
That's right.
But how to put it? We have a lot of workaholics in this community, you know. But I think Justa probably, if not takes the cake, is definitely one of the top 3. Surely by the amount of hours they put into everything that they do. It's the water.
That's the right choice, Nora.
It's work or have values, not both. I mean, that's capitalism, baby. But before we get too deep into, you know, how great of an amazing person we are, I guess we should dive a little bit backwards into where the fuck all this started. So, why did you start streaming?
So, streaming is something that I've always actually wanted to do, but I was always so scared. For years, I'm I want to do it, but I don't know how to get started. I don't know how to do all this stuff. But after I went to school for broadcasting, I kind of had a better, like, I guess, confidence towards it, you know? So after, basically when COVID hit, I was saving up money for a streaming setup. And at my work, I ended up winning a gaming laptop. That was like, I don't know, like $1,500. So I'm like, you know what? Fucking just go for it. So I spent the money that I was saving up on a new mic and boom arm and stuff, and a monitor, and I just fucking went for it. I clicked live like 2.5 years ago.
2.5 years ago.
Yeah, January 3rd, 2021 is when I started. And 6 months, yeah, I was a camless voice tuber.
A voice tuber. You were worse than a PNG tuber. You were a voice tuber.
I didn't even have a PNG.
Didn't even have a PNG. No webcam, just guy in the background. Now, let's put the satire aside for a second. The first person I watched on Twitch is now a voice tuber. I guess that's the term we're gonna use now.
Voice tuber.
And they're the reason I got sucked into the Twitch culture. So there's nothing actually wrong with just using your voice. Plenty of people succeed without any visual representation of who they are.
I mean, I don't regret it. Like, honestly, it was a very slow 6 months growth-wise, but it really taught me how to talk to the void. You know what I mean? So if you ever if you're ever in stream and like no one's chatting, I'm still fucking going. I'll just keep talking and talking and talking. It is a good skill to learn, just purely for that, just so you can, if you're always depending on chat to like carry your stream, essentially, it's a slippery slope because there's always going to be slow days, right? So
yeah,
getting good at just fucking commenting and talking is
not every stream is going to be a banger where you're having plenty of conversation, everyone's excited and everyone's hyped. Even if you have a large viewer base, there are going to be days where no one wants to talk today. Everyone is done with today.
Oh yeah, and there's also days where just everyone, like, people are busy, people have lives, they can't be there on every stream.
Exactly. That's why you make them. Have them quit their jobs, have them duct taped to their chair, and that's all they have to do. That's all they have to do. Not everyone's willing to give that commitment. I understand. I wish more people were. Fundamentally the best talker. Fundamentally. And during those first 6 months, you were doing a variety of games, FTL, Valheim, Portia, Terraria, a lot of laid back and chill games, which Portia. I feel like
I love that game.
Don't be a quitter, be a shit.
That's right. Actually, little known fact, there is only 2 actual, like, when I started my YouTube channel, there's only 2 series that are on my YouTube channel now. One of them is Valheim, one of them is Portia.
Hell yeah.
Back when I was a pre VTuber. And then I just stopped uploading to my YouTube.
You just stopped uploading to YouTube, just gave up?
Yeah.
Oh, Christ. However, during that 6-month period, obviously you went under some degree of change. I think all of your streaming career took a real big change right when you started playing Gunfire Reborn. No.
Gunfire? Wait, did I ever stream that?
Yeah, you did. You did actually stream that in September of 2021.
Oh, interesting.
Coincidentally, when you had your first big spike in growth and viewership. Hey, Pope, welcome on in.
Right, I remember that. Yeah, near the end of year 2021 is when I started actually getting above single digits.
Goomchugger, cheers to you. Today's beverage is Rogue Energy, not sponsored. Black cherry.
Not a sponsor. But open.
But if you all pester them enough, saying, hey, this magical bard guy is pretty cool, you should give him a partnership deal.
This magical bard guy is pretty cool. He drank your drink one time on stream. I mean, you should check him out.
Definitely check him out. But I'm assuming what happened around September, because as you said, it was a very slow going first 6 months of streaming. Everyone has different growth rates. I've done a lot of these Bardic Inspirations, and I've looked at a lot of Twitch tracker stats. Every chart tells a story, and that's kind of why I like doing it.
Hey, that's fair. September.
September of 2021.
I think it's hard to say because I know near the end of the year is when I was like, I remember it was going up. I don't remember specifically what I did back in 2021, but I do remember that maybe I was like more active on social media. Maybe I was I was making more VTuber friends at that point, you know what I mean? Like, so it's kind of like intermingling into the community proper, because for the first 6 months when I was still just a goblin for the first 6 months, but I didn't have a PNG, didn't have anything. So when July is when I actually became a VTuber, and then that's when I kind of started like, talking to people and like, making friends in the community, and I think that's what happened there. I know.
Disgusting.
I don't do that anymore.
No, you're not. Honestly, probably the worst decision you ever made was starting to talk to people, because now you've met me.
I mean, I post like an actual tweet on Twitter or on Twitter.
Twitter.
Yeah, I post a tweet like like once a week. That's actually like an actual tweet. So
I hate that. But yes, around December 2021, all the way through till now, pretty much. You've been on a pretty consistent growth path. However, there is one little thing here I'm gonna dig into before we move away from like just talking pure numbers. Something happened between October 2021 and December 2021 that made you go from streaming an average of 40 to 80 hours a month, like a normal person, to going to 165 to 230 a month.
Yeah, so basically around that time is when COVID really killed my main career. So I worked in live sound at a convention center. And as you can imagine, peak COVID, there's really not a lot of demand for live sound and conventions. So that's basically when I lost my my job there, and I became full-time streamer. And yes, I do stream like 200 hours a month usually. I stream a lot. Okay,
it's pittering off a little bit as of right now, but
because I was yeah
you're going through stuff, but it's Val, consistently this man is going around 200 hours a month, which is just insane to me. And how do you keep up with that lifestyle? Because streaming is not a very easy thing. It's very mentally taxing for a lot of people.
So the first like 6 months as I was building on my stamina, right? I was like doing my training montage, and but after I realized that I could game for like and talk for 10 hours a night, and I'm like, why not? The more time you're live, the more time you have to be discovered by other people. See, I don't want to like get like viral like fame, I guess. I don't want to like just have like a bunch of people just show up at once. My goal is always to build a community over time, because those are like the real, the real ones. Yeah. So if you get like a big boom after a while, there's a lot of people that are just gonna be like, okay, I'm done here. I'm gonna go do something else. I wanted to build an actual community of awesome people, and so that's why I don't really like to use social media so much, because I'm not really looking for that kind of growth. I want to like find people who just want to come and hang out for the night and be part of the community. So,
exactly.
That's why I like streaming a lot, because I like being there in case someone needs somewhere to be. That makes sense.
A noble goal, exactly. It's the only noble thing about him. If you've seen him play any of his fucking games, you know this to be true.
Hashtag stay toxic.
Hashtag stay toxic. If you're all wondering where I got that from, you can blame him. But you have met, we joked earlier that you just stopped talking to people, but you have connections within the community. Most notably, you have Self Almighty, your CCO. You are contracted Cult of Many to make regular appearances. They're on medical leave, understandable. But
unpaid medical leave, of course.
Unpaid medical leave, be clarified. He's capitalist coffee. Has 2 redeeming factors. Through all the little threads, you met me, which is probably, again, worst decision you ever could have made. So, I guess where was the change? Because clearly at one point you were getting out there and talking to people, but now more of recently you've kind of been focusing hardcore on your own content, which is not a bad thing. I want to clarify that I'm not calling this a bad thing. It's just a choice of direction some people take.
So I only like to do 1 collab a week usually. One of my biggest fears was if I collab too much that I would start losing my ability to stream solo, if that makes sense. Because like if you just spend a lot of time with people, you kind of lose sense of your own flow, I guess. When you're so used to having people around, it's hard to just know who you are by yourself. And that's the kind of content I like to create. I like to create where it's just kind of me and chat just hanging out, and we're just playing games and doing whatever. But I don't know, like for me, collabing is just one of those things that I like, maybe like I'll do it once a week, and I'm like, and it's normally with Soph or Manny when she's, you know, or both of them, but you know what I mean. But I just never wanted to lose sight of my, because so one of the biggest reasons behind my content is because I like to watch people who, you know, will do like long form playthroughs, and I'll like fall asleep to them, you know.
Yeah.
Put like on a long ass video, and that's the kind of content that I want to make now, because it helped me a lot when I, you know, had sleeping issues and stuff like that. I was able to lay in bed and just watch content and just, you know, fall asleep to. So it inspired me to be that kind of content creator, and it's hard to do that when you're streaming with people, you know, because you know, yeah.
I wasn't expecting a just when clicking the first channel on my list. No one ever does. Welcome on in, Maximus. Hope you're doing well. But no, I get you. It's definitely, the reason I bring it up is because it is a very direct parallel, or not parallel. Well, fuck. What's the term? It's disjuncted from the rest of, yeah, it's a word, from the rest of the VTuber culture that everyone, like, not gets forced into, but kind of gets prioritized, and, I don't want to use the word indoctrinated, but it kind of feels like that sometimes. Where, you know, being social, being part, you know, like, you know, 2-3 collabs a week, and you're just always going, meeting new people. It feels, it's just one of those like differences on how you're choosing to do your content. I know for a fact that I, by myself, Chad is going to disagree with me 90% of the time. I don't think I'm that interesting by myself. I think I'm funnier when I have someone to bounce off of directly. But at the same time, it is important, as you said, to know who you are by yourself as a content creator. Because if you're relying on others to create content for you, well, that's just not a healthy way to establish yourself.
Yeah, that's the way I see it anyway. I mean, I like having like 1 or 2 people to bounce stuff off. I hate big collabs. Like if there's like 5 people, I just won't even show up. I'm like, no, I'm done. No, it's too. I'm not good in crowds. I don't know what it is. I just won't talk.
Little cat just has stage fright. No.
It's not even that. It's just I don't know. I find I'm much better in like a one-on-one or like maybe one-on-one, you know, situation where it's more personal. It's not just like a bunch of big faces on the screen. Like, oh, look at all these guys. Oh yeah, and then,
I know
like,
that
no
one.
Even knows it. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know. It might be good for growth, but again, it's not the kind of growth that I want to do. I like to just slowly build my community. Everyone kind of hops in the Discord and just, yeah, you know.
The only other time you were on this channel in recent memory that I can think of anyways was during the VTuber Deal No Deal. That one, I think, was a bit different because everyone was taking their turns going through the cycle.
Yeah.
Plus, you're getting paid by the end of it. Which, by the way, I need my money back. You fucking thief.
So I have to go. It's been nice, everyone.
Fucking stealing $100 from me.
Hey, your banker offered me a deal, and I could not say no. I'm just saying.
You could say no. You easily could have said no. You could have, like... God, That was so fucking.
I'm just hey. If someone's like, hey, you could take this $100 now, or you could stay and work for maybe less money. What do? You take that money. Be like, why would I work for less money?
That's the American dream, Justa. Come on.
I know. See?
Christ.
That's why I'm Canadian, man. We take those big bucks.
You make that money.
That's
God,
right. Get that bag.
I wasn't, to clarify, I'm not actually upset about it. But that's
I know.
Like, that's one of the fucking, like, highlight memories from that fucking stream. There was, you and Maple fucked up everything on that fucking... I loved it so much, but I hated it at the same time. I remember Martian was the only one who had a normal playthrough.
Well, Gemitation did some counting. That was pretty fun. Counting made me laugh. Holy fuck.
Oh Christ, that was amazing. But anyways, but as of recently, you have been doing a more weekly collab with your Wednesday night adventures.
Oh yeah,
stealing my brand.
Incorporating it. Sorry.
Right. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, you have, intellectual rights to all of my content. Because your CCO gave me $5 one time.
Yes. I didn't realize you were so cheap at the time, but I mean, I'm glad for it. Yeah. You gotta buy stock when it's low. I'm just saying.
Yeah, honestly, no. Like, the market value of my channel was low. You bought low. You're gonna sell it high. It's fine. It sounds legit. It's legit, yeah. It's legit.
It's legit.
Speaking of, how to put it? A lot of the people within your Wednesday night adventures are, they at least self-identify as members of LGI. What is LGI to you at the end of the day?
So LGI is, it started off just like I was a sleazy businessman and I needed a company, so I got Loot Goblin Incorporated. I'm like, well, that's perfect. But eventually, I do want to have like LGI as a group of streamers who just kind of share the same views as me and like want to like do things similar. And like Soph is my CCO. She has literally identical goals to me, essentially. So I know she doesn't stream much right now, but she does want to stream and stuff.
There's a
but
lot
I don't
of work behind the scenes.
Yeah, yes. That's why she's the number one. I mean, my number two. Anyways, but eventually, I wouldn't mind having like LGI as a group. Like, when I become partner, I'm gonna make it a team, and then I can have people actually join LGI as streamers and stuff. Yeah, but yeah, no, it's for now. It's just kind of like my brand, but later on, there's plans for it.
Understandable. I think you have a very good foundation with LGI. I think the concept of Loot Goblins Incorporated is, it's just a fun thing, right? It's just a bunch of sleazy fucking businessmen who aren't actually all that bad people. But it's, the outward appearance that makes it so. My brand for my special eyes. And I think that's one thing a lot of VTubers who do eventually want to grow beyond themselves and make it full-time and establish themselves tend to slip up on is there is no identity to what they are, right? I always tell a lot of people, if you want to be full-time as a content creator, you can't just be guy playing video games. No offense, Justa.
Hey man, I'm doing my best, okay?
But you're not just that. You are LGI at the end of the day. It is, the idea of making community, making a foundation, having values that you represent. Whether you diversify your content is up to you, but you need to have more to yourself than just you. You can't just be the only thing there. How to put it? He's not just that. He's just that.
That's right. Thank you, Scribbler.
Exactly. I mentioned it to you a while ago, and I think this is gonna be the first time Chad has ever heard of it. I had the idea way, way long ago of either doubling down on the bartender tavern theme or hard swapping into an actual Bardic college. Problem with the Bardic college, takes a lot more time and energy than I currently have available. But it is about, you know, making that foundation of, like, you are building something up rather than just trying to carry the pillars of everything by yourself. Modern content creation isn't meant to be done by yourself anymore. It's just not.
Yeah, it's really not. It's tough. Like, I can't even like imagine a pre-Soph time, honestly. She's been so fucking supportive, it's insane. She's sleeping right now, but
what the fuck? So supportive, Jesus.
I know. Well, I mean, I woke up and she woke up. She's like, I'm gonna stay in bed. I said, okay.
She knows you're in good hands. It's fine.
Yeah.
Speaking of, so how did you end up meeting your CCO?
So, actually, she found me during a stream one time. I believe it was Scaff that she first met in the goblin community, and I guess she was looking for other goblins to see, right? And I don't think it was Elden Spice, but it was around the Elden Spice era, where I was doing the Elden Ring spicy challenge. And yeah, she literally, you want to know how she found me? I was a goblin with a mustache. We joke about that all the time. It was the mustache.
It was the mustache.
She found me via my mustache. And that's we make that joke all the time. It's so funny.
A lifelong bond found through the mustache.
Yeah. Because, like, I mean, okay, honestly, out of all the goblins that you see out there, how many have mustaches?
I'm currently cycling through my catalog. 1 second.
Right?
None, actually.
Exactly. Exactly. That's why she's like, oh, that's weird, a goblin with a mustache. And then she came to check me out, and then she became like, you know, yeah.
As a man with facial hair, I support this information.
Well, actually, Scribbler, a funny thing about that is that Spadoinkle actually drew me as Magnum PI once upon a time. I don't know if you've seen that, but while we're chatting, I'll go find it real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. And if you want to send it to me, I'll throw it up for everyone to see. But,
okay. I think it's in my old Discord.
Your old Discord, right?
Yeah.
The one that you said you were going to delete, and then you just never actually did delete.
Well, it's archived over here now. It's you can't go in there anymore.
Understandable. But no, Soph definitely is also a friend of mine. You know, we love Soph around here. Soph occasionally pops on by, and they are greatly loved by a lot of people in the community. They're also known as one of the most skilled and, you know, hardworking artists we have around here. But it is honestly, you two do make a very powerful duo. And whenever you do put your heads together for the events that you plan, you've done a lot of amazing events. I remember
Chat's Choice coming up.
another Chat's Choice is coming up?
Yeah, I booked an entire month off for it.
Hell yeah. I remember the last one was for the merch store that was opening recently, which sucked for me because one of your members of LGI was trying to sell me your merch while we're playing Dark and Darker. Hey, Butcher, welcome on in. Did Prince ever tell you that story?
No, I don't know that story.
It's in my channel trailer, but pretty much Prince wouldn't stop trying to sell me Justa merch, and while we were playing Dark and Dark together, so I just started fucking beating the shit out of him every time I mentioned it. That's it. It's like it became the new D's nuts at the end of the day. Like, like, oh, it's just a mimic. Get your merch now.
That's one of the reasons I love the name, though, is because you can use it for fucking everything, man. I mean, my merch store is just a shopping network. You know,
yeah,
like
it's just a shopping network.
The JSN, baby. There you go, bro. I sent it to you.
Okay, let me keep this. Oh, what the fuck?
Right?
I hate this. I actually
So
hate this.
the reason Spadoinkle drew this is because when me and Manny were playing Elden Ring Randomizer, where there was like a hair glitch, right? And I took
Okay.
off my armor, and for some reason I had like 10 layers of fucking chest hair, and I just said, I'm secretly very hairy. And Manny was like, what the fuck? And Spadoinkle literally drew this and sent it the next fucking day.
I love just the emo in the background.
Right? Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, baby.
That'll be the body pillow, the upcoming
Do
the
not.
upcoming Gaka.
Do not, under
you
any
mean?
circumstances, make this your body pillow. I will find a way to shut you down. I will delete your channel for you. He's laughing. I can't tell if he's laughing so hard that his mic is cutting out or what.
Oh, it's yeah. Hold on, it's because I was laughing. Sorry. Well, let me turn off what's it called? Noise suppression. Because yeah, I have that on sometimes. I don't really use Discord for streaming much unless I'm with Soap.
Yeah. Have no fear. Exactly. God, I fucking do not make this your body pillow. I swear
What do you
to
mean?
shit.
That's ideal.
Do not. You don't get a body pillow. I am now abdicating that. You don't get one. Period. Oh, hold on. I accidentally hit my delete key, so you're gonna see a shrimp in the moment. Don't mind the shrimp. Don't mind the shrimp. He's just here.
Shrimp.
Shrimp.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Right?
Just remove the right to have a body pillow. Yeah, I'm taking it away. And if I find out you're making a body pillow, I will have you canceled. I'm not sure for what yet, but I'll figure it out.
I'll just see like the orders. Bard orders four of them. Looking at you, Bard.
Hey. Don't worry about it.
Can you imagine getting the body pillow with like the chest hair is actually like fleece?
Oh my god. Or it's like that
Sherpa.
Yeah, the Sherpa fucking
Sherpa. Oh my god, it's so thick. It's like a shag carpet. Oh no.
Okay, that one's allowed. But that one's allowed.
You just get the real experience. You can just like run your fingers through it, you know? All right. I've had enough of this.
You're ready to move on?
Yeah.
Was it increased for pillow cover? Oh Christ. Hold on, sorry.
Yeah,
I need to take a
Scribbler.
drink. I just need to.
Speaking of, everyone buy Rogue Energy.
Listen, I don't got a promo code yet. I ain't promoting shit for that. No, Soph has been obviously a stable member of LGI.
She's my second in command.
Exactly. If you tilt your fat ass head to the left or right a little bit, you might see Nor, who also considers himself to be a member of LGI. Any other LGI members you'd wanna call out to?
Well, the only real like the main LGI members, like the executives, are me and So.
Yeah.
And then there's everyone who is in the community is an employee.
Yeah.
That's just kind of how it goes.
Just how it goes.
Prince has been a vent dweller for quite a while. He inhabits the LGI vents. Day works in the workshop. He builds the stuff that we need. Like when we broke the coffee table ad infinitum, he built us a new one. You know, stuff like that. Yeah. And Nora's the butler. He wears the sock around the office. It's like one of those, okay, you know, like those little baby suits that have like the dust grabbers on them, and they just crawl around and clean the floor. Yeah, it's like a sock that's got those on them. So when he just kind of heads around the office, he just cleans the floor too.
Don't worry. During Nora's Bardic Inspiration, we pulled out the sock. Don't worry. We made sure everyone knew where he was from.
That's right.
Now to add just a bank building to my fictional story of everyone existing together at the end of time. Oh yeah, Scarlet's making a practically a Dark Souls 3 AU where all the fucking buildings are falling off into oblivion, and we're just all fucking chilling there, pretty much.
Mm.
But not actually, but that's how I envision it. At one point, I do want to eventually figure out what I would do for a stream team, because I don't know. I think the idea of the end of everything would be funny because you know, we have the End of the Road Tavern. Tia is end of the world radio, and if we just get more people with that same theme, I think it'd be kind of funny. But what was I gonna say? You mentioned when you get partner. How's that going for you?
That's slow and steady. That's the way I like it. Viewership has been, you know, it's like average viewers. I've been seeing a lot of new people. I recently hit 1,900 followers.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But I mean, average viewers are about the same. But when you stream as long as I do, it's not easy to keep 20 people there for 8 to 10 hours. You know what I mean?
Like,
so if I were really wanted to push partner, I would make shorter streams. But I'm not like going for it, I guess, you know, because I just, like, again, my main goal for content is to be there. You know, if someone's having like a rough day or whatever, right? They have somewhere to come hang out, you know, unwind and possibly fall asleep to, right? So it kind of contradicts. It's going to be harder for me to hit partner because I stream so much. Yeah. But we're going. We're making it.
I get you. No, your viewership has been pretty like, you know, briefly going back to the numbers. It has to not try to use a negative term. It's been pretty steady for a very long time. But your viewership has grown this entire time. You're less reliant on raids. You're less reliant on a lot of things to keep the numbers that you have. So your community and your influence is expanding. It's just, you know, the amount of time. It's all spread out over that. Cheers to you, Michael. Welcome on in. One of the one of the saddest things I ever saw. We don't mention names. We were talking negatively of people at the end of the road. However, there was a Twitch partner that I'm aware of that is a full-time content creator, but they took that literally. And when I say full-time, it is 48-hour streams every day, 365 days a year. They are a Twitch partner with a 17 viewer average because they are always live. While they're sleeping, while they're eating, while they're out grocery shopping, they're just always going.
Yeah.
And because...
sorry, go ahead.
The only reason they can do that is because Twitch removed the policy of unattentive content. Which, that actually might get changed with their recent policy changes of, like, demanding, you know, actual interaction with chat and whatnot.
Yeah. You know my policy on sleep streams.
No, we don't do them.
I fucking hate them.
I fucking hate them too. I can't get mad at my friends for doing them, but don't ever ask me my opinion. Don't.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead, do what you want, but man, I hate them. That's why when I do like my subathons, I don't do like a timer. I'll do like at a certain goal of subs, we stream another 8 to 10 hour day the next day, and we just keep going.
Just day by day.
Because that way I can offer a show. I can make a show. You know what I mean? I can't. I don't know.
If you're always live, you're not making a show. You're just existing.
Exactly.
And I think, I don't know, people take the idea that, you know, more, if you keep pushing and pushing, it'll be fine. But you are human at the end of the day, and you need to step away from a fucking monitor every now and then.
Well, it's like when I'm like not streaming and I'm like just playing a game, I just sit in silence. The silence is nice sometimes, okay? Nice. It is.
I was originally going to stream Cyberpunk 2077 on stream, but when even with my, you know, recent PC upgrades, it was still a bit too strong to use my model on. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make Cyberpunk my game. It is a me game to just immerse in, and I don't gotta worry about titties flashing on screen and demonetizing and, you know, canceling my channel.
Speaking of that, do you know if Baldur's Gate has a streamer safe mode?
Yes, they do.
Okay, good.
Good. They have streamer safe mode, and a lot of the streamer risque stuff is going to be completely optional. Like,
Hmm.
they made it so you can customize your character's genitals, but you only ever see them if you intentionally strip your character down naked. Why you would? Who knows? That's your choice. But
Baldur's Gate, man, they're stepping into uncharted territories with this.
no, I think Red Dead did that when they had to dynamically change the size of a horse's ball sack based on the ambient air temperature. I think that's when
They had that one guy doing research. You know what I mean? Like
That
he
one
was that one guy is like he's the horseball guy. He'll be known. He might not be known to like the general public, but he'll be known amongst the team forever.
For that one guy who had to animate that and model it and do the research and look at all the horse. He won't be trusted with anything else going forward.
That's
like,
right.
Bro,
I mean, if you ever
bro, you're the best in the industry at this. I'm the only one in the industry. Exactly.
That's why you're number one.
And no one else. No, that's job security, babe.
I just imagine him at the bar like, I modeled those balls, you know? It's not a flex.
Oh, God. I'm excited for Baldur's Gate 3. I'm going to try to not get into a Baldur's Gate 3 rant right now. But
we can talk about it later.
We were talking about it for like 30 minutes before stream.
Yeah, I literally have the tabs open where I could look at the classes and races and stuff.
Someone picks up the phone. I need the ball guy. Furry commissions. There you go. You don't gotta work for AAA anymore, man. You've already done it.
That's right, man.
But what was I gonna say? Fuck.
Yeah, we got distracted by horseball guy.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, horse testicles just completely threw me off track. But you are
Probably
actually
not even the first time.
You're actually smite to you too, Max. You're actually the reason that all my friends are yelling at me to slow down and stop being such a workaholic and to take better care of myself. Because you want to tell everyone, Justa, what you said to me during I think it was my
Valheim?
It was Valheim, January, very start of, like, I think it was like January 2nd. You said this to me. What'd you ask me?
I asked when you were hitting partner.
And I said, I'm gonna try my best, maybe by the end of next year. And everyone's like, nah, man, I think you got it this year. I'm like, you really think I got this year? Like, yeah, you got this year. And I'm like, I put the idea in my head. I'm blaming you for all my problems, right?
That's right. I mean, it's not, you're not the only one. I'm a really good blame guy. It's the perks of being a villain, you know.
Hello, darkness, my friend.
It's been interesting. We have two very different approaches to content. You know, you do the longer streams. I sometimes do long streams, but I try to keep mine to like 5-ish hours. I feel like that's a healthy margin. But no, I do have you to blame for my growth after the fact, because as soon as you decided to be a dick to me, I started taking all this a little bit more seriously. And so I do have you to thank for the growth I've had over the past year.
I can't take all the credit, but I will.
It's amazing how much petty spite can motivate people. But no, my goal for this year was to be able to at least apply for partner by the end of the year. We got 5 more months. It might happen. Probably won't, but it might.
I don't know. I'm not gonna like try and force. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna do my events that I normally do. Like Chat's Choice is gonna be crazy this year. I think it's gonna be good. But
Max.
I'm not gonna like try and, you know, I'm not gonna do like one of those partner pushes. Like the partner push is like, it's just, I don't know. I think it's got more negatives than positives. Like you might get that that button, but as soon as you hit it, I don't think I mean like the little pin, but like, then your viewership's just gonna go back down to what it was for the most part. You know, it's just.
I think partner push is fine if you're at like 70 and you just need that 5 more viewer average.
You just need a little bit more.
Just a little bit more. Do it for like a couple of weeks, get the ability to apply, and then knock it off.
Well, but you see people at like 30 average and they're like 20 average and they're like, I'm gonna do a partner push, and you're like,
bro,
that's like 2.5 times your viewership. Like, what are you doing?
You are asking way too much of everyone.
Right.
And I guarantee you don't got shit to show for it. So
yeah, like I don't mind growing slowly. Like I've like me and Soph, and we've made such an amazing community. Like I love everyone in the Discord. You know, like they just come hang out whenever. You know, like just take it slow. You don't need like what is the partner button's gonna get you? What, more emotes?
More emotes. All the outside companies might take you a bit more seriously.
I get enough sponsorships as it is.
I don't. You get more clout chasers in your DMs.
Oh yeah. Well, at least it wouldn't be fucking graphics bots.
Hey, at least you're talking to real people in that regard, you know.
Well, it's so funny. I always give them the time of day just so I could tell them that I have a dedicated stream artist.
Oh yeah, sure.
I'll be like, hey, what do you need? And they're like, oh, do you looking for? No, actually, I have a dedicated stream artist. Sorry. Humble brag.
My humble brag, motherfucker. Gotta pay for all my shit. What was it? One of my favorite things to do is like, hey, can I ask you a question? I'm like, you already did. And I close the DM. I love fucking with people.
Yeah, pretty much Scarlet, yeah.
The
Soph is actually my significant other, so.
Stop asking. Yes, and you two do make an amazing duo in every regard. Speaking of, while we keep bringing up Soph, everyone, if you don't know Soph, go say hi to Soph as well. They stream, yes. They stream, yes. They've been better about doing it more regularly, but go say hi to Soph as well if you want to know the other part of LGI. What was it? That's actually an interesting topic that I kind of just stumbled on by accident. I'm a very social individual. I've always tried to make myself fail or succeed more approachable than most people typically would be. You know, like you can ask me a question, you can send me a message, and I'll try to get back to you within 24 hours if I deem it worthy of response. Good job, Kilda. You try to steal it, but oh, there he goes. But do you actually get those weird DMs of like you can tell this person's only trying to talk to you because of your following, given the fact that you don't reach out all that often?
Very rarely, honestly. Not a lot of people approach me first. Like if I ever want to like do something with someone, I literally message them first. I have no problems doing that. Like I talk to so many people like in Discord. I just don't do it really on like on Twitter or anything. But I kind of have my established group that I'm cool with. But I mean, when people like message me, I don't think that they're trying to. They don't seem like they're trying to use my following, you know. But I don't ever really have randoms like come up to me, you know, because I guess maybe because I don't have a big social media presence, that I'm kind of just out there in the Twitch world. And a lot of the other streamers and VTubers that actually watch me, they just come to vibe, honestly. Normally, you can kind of tell, like I can tell in my Twitch chat when someone like shows up and they'll be active in the community for like a week and a half, and then when they kind of realize that they're not really going to get what they want, you just don't see them anymore.
Yeah.
So they don't often actually like mention it to me, but you can tell when they do that. They kind of like they put out the feelers and see like if are they someone that I can, collab with maybe, or like like do whatever. But then like it normally lasts a week,
Yeah.
and then they're gone.
I just specifically remember, I've always tried to be approachable and like try to interact and network very, very efficiently. This is how I'll put it. But I distinctly remember hitting 1K in November, and the rest of December was people not leaving me the fuck alone. I'm like, where the fuck were all of you a week ago? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes there's trends that are very easily noticeable, and
Yeah.
like, but I guess I don't know. I stream so much that like, I don't think that a lot of the people who want a collab could really keep up. You know what I mean?
What do you
Because
mean
like even
keep
with
up?
like Soph, well, I mean like even with Soph, like when she streams by herself, she can like she said she only like streams for like 3 or 4 hours, but she streams with me, and I'm like we're live for 10 hours. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like one of those things. I'm a long form content creator, so there's not a lot of people out there. Like a lot of streamers and VTubers, they will do like 2 to 4 hours, and then they're like, all right, I'm exhausted. But I think one of the reasons I can go for so long is because I'm not draining my social battery. You know what I mean? I can just vibe with chat for an entire day.
The only thing stopping me from going longer is the fact that I need to maintain a 40-hour-a-week job.
Oh yeah, of course.
I can go for 8 hours pretty normally. 10, I kind of need someone there like actively with me talking to me to keep my mind focused. And then by 12, I'm like, okay, let's start wrapping this up. I can't keep going any further. Longest I did in one sitting that wasn't for a donathon or subathon like that was like 14 hours. And that's because I was off work for a while, and I'm like, I have no one to talk to. All my friends are busy, and all my work is done for the day. Fuck it, let's just fucking go
Just
and
go
see
for
who
it.
shows up.
Honestly, I kind of did the same thing. Like me and Benny were playing Terraria. We're like, let's just see how long we could stream for. And I think she streamed for 25 hours, and I streamed for 23 hours. Just cause.
Just cause.
We were just cause. Honestly,
I fucking hate when you guys do that. By the way, it's like it's so annoying. You know why it's annoying? Because I go to bed, I wake up, and you're still fucking going. And I'm like, and the energy has not changed at all. You and Manny are fucking menaces to everything.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like there's just people that I just really click with, and like, and I could just chat with them for endless hours and just play games. So I don't know. So once you kind of find those people, like when like if you're a streamer, once you find those people, like it's chef's kiss.
And I don't know how to put it. I think that is another like key thing a lot of people make the mistake on whenever they get into content creation, VTubing, and really just anything creative. Having that stable circle that you can trust, that you can rely on, that it doesn't feel like work when you're with them, helps so much. It helps so goddamn much. You have people you can just vent your frustrations to. You have people you can bounce your ideas off. You can generate ideas with. And overall, like, you can hit them up, and 90% of the time, they're going to agree with whatever the fuck your bullshit idea is. And, even though you yourself don't interact publicly with a lot of people, you still have that group of people that you bounce off with and you still share ideas with.
Oh, yeah. Like, one of the oldest ones, the very first one, is I still talk with Jummy on a regular basis about all kinds of stuff like that. Like, she's, like, one of my main, like, I have an idea. How does this sound? And yeah, but she was one of my first VTuber friends.
Oh hell yeah! Jummy was a very treat to have on. We had them back on in March, I do believe it was, maybe late February. Time is an illusion at this point. But there are a lot of amazing people in our little corner of the internet that I appreciate. God, I'm trying to think. No, I fucking I don't
try
know
too
why.
hard.
You know me. I do nothing but try hard. Everything I do. Everything I do is try hard.
Hmm.
Fucking gamer sweat everywhere, all the time.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
why-
know. Like, there's not a lot of things I try hard at these days. I mean, just in general.
You're just effortless. Everything just works for you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's all about the attitude. You know what I mean? You have that power of positivity, and things just kind of go your way. It's like when I was playing Dark Souls, you know, and you just like, are we just gonna one shot that boss? I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? And then we
Yeah,
just go
sure.
one shot the boss. You just
Yeah,
go
just
do
fucking
it.
do it. Just
Fucking
win.
do it. Like Nike.
Just do it.
Just do it.
And then what was his name? Fucked up that whole phrase for me. Shia LaBeouf, was it?
Yeah.
Do it. Just do it. It fucked up the whole phrase for me. I can't say anymore. Just a doing. Just a doing. Oh, Christ.
Oh, do you want to know a fun fact?
Sure.
I currently now have 2 channel point millionaires. Speaking of long streams,
I'm sorry, what?
there's 2 people in my regulars that have 1 million channel points and up.
Ooh. I mean, I can guess
Blabada and Soph. Blah just
Blah.
recently hit
Really, Blah?
1 million channel points. Yeah.
Look, man, you gotta make a better fucking point sync.
I don't know what to do. My economy is so fucked. You can't. The variation between like 100,000 and 1 million. You don't like. What are you gonna do? You can't just be. You can't. You can't. You can't, man. There's no way to make like expensive redeems that aren't like fucking like 300,000. You know what I mean? And people are like, what the fuck is this? And it's like a regular thing because people have so many fucking points, man. So I just leave it at like 5K and like 10K and stuff because I'm like, fuck, I don't know, man.
I
don't know.
I think 9 people in my community trying to become channel point millionaires to make me drink the I think it's now 27 years old at this point, but 25-year-old sounds better Dr. Pepper bottle. And then get my stomach pumped from the ER. Because it's a little collector's item in a glass bottle, and you can see all the chemicals separating into layers, and I think that's really neat. And I have 2 of them, so I'll drink 1 for 1 million channel points, and one day that's gonna be done.
You'll die on stream. It'll be good content. Just make sure someone clips it.
Exactly, and then I'll give someone editor rights on my YouTube so they can upload it. You better shake that bitch. Maybe I won't.
But yeah, Kilda and multiple other people use the end stream function on my stream all the time. It's 50,000 points, and sometimes it'll get redeemed multiple times a night. Like it's,
it does nothing.
The economy's in shambles, man.
It's just fucking. I think that's again just a symptom of you having streaming for so long, and the cursed Dr. Pepper, like the cursed burrito. Don't worry about the cursed burrito. I don't know what cursed burrito they're worrying about, but I'm not worried about a cursed burrito. My mind went blank for a second. Sorry, just disassociation. Future plans for LJ. That's what I was going to talk about.
Future plans for LGI. We have some things in the works that have been kind of in the works for a while, and it's not like I can honestly say I'd never rebrand from being a goblin, but let's just say there might be some evolution in the not in the near future, but in the future.
Turning into a hobgoblin. I see.
Well, I have a bunch of hobgoblin traits as a goblin. I'm 4'6", not 2'1" or whatever.
Yeah, you're much like Gary. You way too fucking tall to be a goblin.
Something different going on, but that's for another time.
That's for another time. Okay,
but
real talk.
For LGI, there are plans in motion for expanding eventually. That's what I was talking about before with the getting a group of streamers.
Are you at liberty to discuss any of these plans?
It's hard to say without really spoiling anything. A lot of it's still in the workshop, so probably not. Besides, like maybe after I hit partner and actually make a team, then we might, might expand a bit more in the lore. But right now, we're sleazy goblins.
2 years from now, I'll bring it back, and then we can talk about.
That's right.
Um, when is your 3-year anniversary? Now I think about it.
3-year streaming anniversary, January 3rd.
January 3rd.
3 years as a VTuber, July 3rd.
July 3rd. Let's July 3rd. Oh yeah, you had that recently. Why did I forget that?
2 years a Goblin. I played 7 Days to Die, I believe.
Expand on era. God, killed up.
I was just playing 7 Days to Die last night. I fucking love that game, man.
7 Days to Die? Okay, 7 Days to Die is one of those games that I want to like because I like base building kind of stuff, but like the arcadiness of 7 Days to Die just kind of pushes me away. Like, I don't like... I know the name of the game is 7 Days to Die, and every 7 days you get a huge zombie wave that tries to tear down your base. I just don't really like that. I'm not into that kind of zombie survival game where,
you can turn that off now.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
I didn't have that option back when.
Also, a little strategy: just don't be at your base on the 7th day. Just go on a random ass building and let them fuck that building up.
I don't know. I like the zombie games of, you can clear out a whole town, you build a wall around all of it, like you see people
Oh,
in
I
Last
see
of
what
Us
you
do.
mean.
Yeah, like Project Zomboid kind of stuff.
I see what you mean. Yeah, because zombies are ever spawning in that game.
Yeah.
Unless you fucking claim block everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's doable.
I don't know. Never tried it.
Never tried it. Well, I guess I know what you're doing on next 17 days. No, I'm joking.
Well, I mean, so the claim block will basically make it so no zombies can spawn within 30 blocks of you, of the claim block rather. So you can kind of have it free in your little base, but I don't think you're meant to take over an entire fucking town. Because there's a lot of quests and stuff, right, that reset the buildings and whatnot. So
I guess I would fuck with the game. I guess it would. Unless you just don't do the quests anymore, and then you take over the shop. The shop.
But the loot is so good.
Is the loot good?
It's good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But anyways, this isn't a 7 Days to Die stream.
No, it's not 7 Days to Die stream. But no, I think all the loot that trunk. I think
that's right.
I do have high hopes for your upcoming content because we mentioned it a little bit earlier. You and Soph have always been good about running community themed events. Chat's Choice is an amazing thing. I don't remember. I'm trying to remember what the fucking last one before that was.
Before Chat's Choice?
There was something else you did. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. I think it was around Christmas. I think. I don't remember. I just know that Chat's Choice is like one of the better ways to do a subathon that I've seen.
I've done Ad Infinitum, which was after Chat's Choice. Before that, it was the... Oh, yeah, Ad Infinitum was raising money for... No, it wasn't even really raising money. It was mainly for the merch store release.
Yeah. Your month-long events, they don't have to be month-long, but they tend to be a month-long event.
I mean, I had to cut it short because it kept going, and I actually couldn't keep calling in sick to work.
But your month-long events are one of the, one of the more unique traits of your channel is that a lot of VTuber culture is arguably fighting off of each other and, making these ideas. Ad Infinitum and Chat's Choice, to me, seem pretty original. Because I hadn't seen anyone else done it, and again, I try to keep a very close eye on what everyone around me is doing. I guess question one is, how did you end up coming with both of those ideas?
It took a while. So, I wanted to do a subathon, but again, I really hate sleep streams. But I wanted to try and find a way to make it unique to me, because one of the content creators early on that kind of inspired me was Ludwig, and he says one of his things is, if you want to make good content, you can take an idea that maybe someone else had and twist it into your own, right? So that's the reason I did it that way, is because I don't like sleep streams, but I wanted to do a subathon. So the best way to do it for me was to make it buy a work day, basically. So every 50 subs would buy another stream the next day, and you would keep going until, I got to take a day off. And I only did take one day off. But I also didn't want it to be just subs. And since it was September, which is one of the reasons I'm doing, the subathon again in September, is they had the deal where if you bought 6 months in advance, it was cheaper.
True.
So in order to go with that, I kind of had so instead of subs, it was sub points. So every tier 1 sub was 1 point, But if you bought a tier 1 sub 6 months in advance, it counted as 10 points, which would get you into the draw for Sofart.
Yeah.
And then, of course, if 5 people did that, instead of being 50 subs, it was 5 people subbing for 6 months and buy another day. So it took me a while to figure out all the different things I wanted to do for extending time, even the free to play option every 100 follows added a day as well. But yeah, stuff like that. I just wanted to have more uniqueness to it, not just put a fucking timer in the corner and be like, give me money and my timer will go up. You know what I mean?
How dare you? You just called out 95% of the people we know.
Yeah, I did.
How dare you? Absolutely.
Because everyone does that.
Everyone
and
does.
It's not unique anymore. It's boring to me.
I think
the worst though is when the timer goes down while they're sleeping. Oh, I fucking hate that. Imagine being the person who donates $100, right?
Yeah.
And you donate an extra 2 hours of time or whatever it is.
And then they go to bed.
But they use that time to sleep, and you're just like,
Yep.
It just feels like a waste of fucking money,
Like, what did I pay for?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not paying for you to fucking shots fired. I don't care, man. I hate subathons. I fucking hate them. That's why I made Chat's Choice. That's why I made a new subathon format.
Oh. I don't know. I think it is just a case of people need to think things a little bit further, right? One of the virtues I try to encourage and spread through what I do is, as pretentious as this fucking sounds, ethical content creation, right? I don't like misleading people. I don't like milking anyone for money. I don't like this kind of culture that is almost, to just be blunt, kind of a parasite on a lot of content creation of just asking for more and more and more, but you're not really doing anything to earn it, or you're not putting in the effort to make it worth someone's time. There was someone who did hey, it's my 2 years of streaming, I'm going to do a donathon, and every sub or $5 or whatever the fuck was 30 minutes on the clock, and they're on day 49, and they still have 36 days left. What's the fucking point? What are you doing at that point? You're just streaming normally, but it looks important. Hey, Luke.
It's very important to find the boundary for your chat, because you don't want to stream for 2 fucking months in a row. So you need to find how much, what is a good, what is real that I could stream for a good amount of time and make this event, but not have it last 4 fucking months. It's really hard. I undershot ad infinitum a lot. I did not expect it. We hit all the goals halfway through the event.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy fuck, I didn't actually expect that. We had nothing left to give away. And I'm like, I'm just kind of doing the rest of the event now. But that's one thing about Chat's Choice I like, is because we'll have 30 days, if max, probably. Unless we'll see what happens. Who knows, right? But if we don't hit it, then we don't hit it. I'll go back to streaming as normal. But Chat's Choice is unique because Chat gets to choose the game, right? So they get to keep rolling the gacha every night, and they get to choose the game via polls and whatnot. So that's what makes that unique. It's not just streaming as normal. It's Chat choosing my schedule every night.
Yeah.
And
it gets the community involved. It gets them invested in what they're doing. They get to feel like they're impacting what's happening next, rather than just prolonging the inevitable.
Exactly.
I say this not to fuck off Nor, first of all. Second, I say this not speaking ill of them, but as an example case. I've recently been hanging out with Makari, and I've actually really enjoyed participating in their donathon that's been going on. But they're almost to day 100 of and they're down to like $1 is 15 seconds. And they are still going and going, and they still have like all of next week queued up. Like,
Wow.
it has not, it's gone close on occasions, but they've just been stuck on their channel doing the same shit every day. And at some point, a line has to be drawn, right?
Oh, yeah.
Going back to the whole, we're human beings, we need to take a fucking break and do other shit. Could you imagine streaming 100 days in a row?
Yes. I mean, you know how much I stream. I mean, I normally take like 1 day off a week, maybe. But yeah, no, I could probably do 100 days in a row, but I like to plan out my series. If I was going 100 days in a row, I wouldn't have any time
no
to
more
like, plan
planning.
anything.
There is no more planning. It's just day by day, whatever the fuck comes up.
Yeah.
You get no prep time for anything. It's
I mean, sure, the
awful.
money would be nice, but like the money is one thing. It helps me, live, and continue to do my my dream, which is this.
Yeah.
But I also don't like that I wouldn't have any time to give good content. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be able to plan out a nice series, like a nice story time. I wouldn't be able to like, do my D&D stuff. I wouldn't be able to, I don't know, it just doesn't seem good. That's why it's very important to find the boundaries of your events. What if you like, because there's always going to be like, it might not go well at all, but it also might go crazy. So you have to try and make sure that you account for that, because it might happen.
Yeah.
And if you're streaming for 100 fucking days, well, I mean, something happened.
Sorry, Windows distracted me by telling me that they're adding a new program to my computer for no reason. They're moving their video editing from photos to clip paint, or the fuck they just, I don't know. I closed the window immediately. I don't know. I don't fucking use it. But no, I think it's a lot of an issue with modern content creation is self-destructive behaviors. Like, people aren't meant to be working all the time. It's why I want to be a full-time content creator, is because I'm tired of working all the time. I want to do what I think is fun. I want to chase the creative works. I'm fucking tired right now. I'm exhausted.
Me too, but that's because I went to bed at 6:30 in the morning.
I know. I saw you awake at 6:30 in the morning, and I told you to go to bed because I didn't want you to wake up late for today. But I think too many people, get into the idea of the grind set, and you lose sight of why you wanted to do this in the first place, right?
It becomes much more of a chore.
Yeah, it becomes a chore. It becomes work, and that's not what this is meant to be. It's meant to be you chasing your passion and your creativity and making a living off of it, not getting rich. No, I
mean, I could survive month to month. It's a bit spicy sometimes, but I mean, I love it too much to stop.
As of recently, I've informed all my friends about the financial situation that happened earlier. I was getting ready to quit my fucking job and go to a lot less stressful job, so I could dedicate more time to what I want to do here. Now it's going to get pushed to the end of the year if everything goes according to plan. But I think people again forget it's work. It takes effort. It takes time. It takes energy. It's all work. But it's the work we want to do. We do it out of passion. We do it out of fun. When it becomes a death march is when people get burnt out. It's when people, quote unquote, graduate. It's when you start to notice that, like, death spiral where your quality of your content goes down, so your channel starts doing worse, so you feel worse, so your content gets worse, so your channel gets worse, and it just keeps going down until you pull yourself out of it. Hey, Star.
Oh yeah, it's tough to really find that balance. I mean, like, people are surprised that I have a sort of balance considering the amount of hours I've streamed. Did you see? Hold on a second. I'm gonna send you something real quick.
What's that?
I looked at my VTube Studio and VBridger usage time recently. Oh, where did I fucking save that?
Nah,
Hold on.
hold on. I'm gonna pull up Steam right now and look at you.
Okay. Yeah, don't look at me. Do not proceed. I was looking at my most played games and it just kind of. Yeah.
Filter to what you both own. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? There it is. Oh, it actually doesn't show your game time on this. Huh.
There you go.
Holy fucking shit.
I'm just gonna say you don't get those numbers without doing what you fucking love.
Bangs, welcome on in. Cheers to you. How are you?
Yeah, I took that screenshot. I'm like, how to spot a VTuber 101.
Hold on.
You can put that on screen if you want.
Yeah, y'all, look at this shit. This is how much time he's spent streaming.
Yeah, since I became a VTuber in 2021, July 3rd. Yeah. That's 2 years.
And that's not including time, by the way, where he's playing games that are nearing the max of his computer's PC and he has to be a PNG instead.
Yes, that's true. Yeah. PC can handle pretty much anything now, but back in Elden Ring, I had to be a PNG.
Elden Ring, you did it for V Rising because Soph made the vampire PNGs. Yeah. No. Fucking insane. Hold on. Now I'm curious. What is mine right now? Hold on. Now you made me curious.
Numbers. See, I'm only 300 hours away of VTube Studio being able to leave a proper review.
It's
right.
Okay, so I have not always been a 2D. I used to be 3D, and I then went to PNG.
Right, yeah.
I've only spent less than 1,000 hours as 2D. That's fucking absurd.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, I stream sometimes, but people wonder, like, how I don't burn out, and I'm just like, I don't know, I plan my content accordingly, and I love what I do. Like, that's just how it is.
You're insane, is what the answer is. You're fucking insane. You are... So we were talking, like, and here's the thing, right? I was just mentioning self-destructive habits. This isn't a self-destructive habit, because he's fine. Not everyone can do this.
No, that's why Soph doesn't like when people, like, I don't like when people, like, compare themselves to my hours. Like, don't do it.
Don't fucking do it.
I'm built broken. I'm sorry.
Built factory error. Like,
yeah.
Nitro pre-installed.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean, right?
To put that a little bit into perspective real quick, that VBridger hours, I started using VBridger at the middle of Chat's Choice last year, so it was around the beginning of October. That's how many hours since last October I put into streaming.
Not going to bring them up, but a mutual friend of ours was recently talking about, what happened when they compared themselves to other people, right? And it is a touchy subject, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because, hey, Grishki, welcome on in. It's a touchy subject because if you are trying to career content creation, you kind of have to compare yourself to others. You need to look around you, see what's going on, see what you're doing right, see what someone else is doing right, check what you're doing wrong, learn from others' mistakes. But where it gets dangerous is where you end up in the mindset of, well, why aren't I that great? No, why can't I be like that?
Oh, they just got lucky, or oh no, their model shows so much skin. Don't even start on that.
No, like, oh well, that's a different topic because luck plays into some of what we do. Like that's just how it is. Marketing of any kind plays into what we do. Quite frankly, I fucking hate people who pretend that sexier models don't get more attention, because of course they do. It's fucking sex sells. It's a marketing rule 101. But that doesn't mean you're a failure because of that. You've chosen a different route, and that is fine. I think where a lot of people get mistaken, and we were actually talking with, I was actually talking with someone else in the community recently about this. You know, you make choices when you start branding your channel that are going to affect you until you rebrand. They're not wrong choices. You just need to figure out how to make your choices work.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Uh,
Gotta find your niche.
exactly. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that, and yes, I'm looking directly at my chat when I say this. Half of you don't fucking toggle the shirt off because you're thirsty bitches who like looking at biceps. I'm not gonna pretend that isn't the case. But it is something that was incorporated and I'm going to accept as part of my community. There are people.
Me when I'm what?
That shrimp is bigger than I am.
Yeah, there are some streams where I don't get to fucking wear my shirt, and that's fine. That's just part of my channel. Because all of you, if you don't know, everyone in chat gets one use of that redeem, and there are some streams where they all time it perfectly, where I go 2 hours without having it on. Like, it is fucking. Yeah, shut up, Rihanna. It's not because it's cold. But you made the choices that you did. You chose to be a goblin, and you eventually started to like not brand yourself as much as a goblin. You're still a goblin, but you're not branding yourself as much as a goblin.
I brand myself more as a villain, businessman.
Yeah,
than anything.
villain.
Yeah.
I chose the aesthetic that I did. Many chose the aesthetic they did. Luke, Rihanna, Venks, Kilda, everyone who streams, Grishki, all of them have made choices that affect how their channel is going to grow until they decide to not be that anymore. Yeah, Luke's a himbo fish. That alone is going to draw and chase away people based on that one description alone.
Yeah.
So
just how it is.
It's just how it is. I do a lot of quiet streams. We know we're not really all that much of a party house here, despite being a tavern. You're much the same way. You're not really a party house.
No.
And that will attract and detract people depending on what they want, and that is fine.
Oh yeah, like I wouldn't change the content I'm doing. I fucking love it.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
content I like to watch. It's like I like to consume this content. I like to make this kind of content. Pretty happy.
I make this kind of content again because I'm fucking tired. I don't have the energy to be hyper all the time. Now there are some days where I have been, the loudest voice in the room, and I'm constantly juggling between 3 different fucking things. Most recent memory I have is the St. Jude's Play Live I did where I ran the D&D one shot. You know how fucking hard it is to dungeon master, run a stream for 300 people, and run a charity event all at the same fucking time? That's exhausting. I died. I passed out in my chair for like 30 minutes after that.
It is very mentally exhausting. Yes,
it is.
I can imagine.
Oof. And then I went and, when I went to go hang out with friends after the fact, I just sat there in silence the entire time because I'd been talking for 7 hours straight.
Silent time is good, man. It is very needed. Just sit back and relax. Just enjoy the silence.
Stupid Hunty ruined my brand image, and I'm never beating these adorable allegations. Yeah, get fucked, Hilda. Like, that's just how it is.
It's too late.
Squeaky, welcome on in. See what I mean? Fucking we're fucking here again. I can't stay long about taking this for the road. Understandable. But you should be comparing yourself to other people if you want to do this career. You should.
But there's a positive way to do it and a negative way to do it.
Yeah. It's like how people tell me, oh, you really shouldn't look at numbers. What did I say at the start of the stream today? How many Twitch trackers have I fucking looked? I know my friends' numbers better than know that they know their own numbers. Like,
I look at my numbers all the time. Like, I'm curious to see how well we do and stuff. Like, I'll check my stream summary after every stream, and I check my
Maybe they
Twitch
were
tracker because I like seeing that I'm like in the top 0.6%.
Yeah.
Or whatever, 0.7. I don't know what I'm at now.
I don't know. I'm always like 0.8 to 0.6. I don't know what the fuck is going. I don't know how Twitch tracker calculates that at anymore. It's just a number at that point for me. I'm waiting for some of our friends to pop under the famous followers tab so I can say, hey, look, you're famous.
Right.
Followers. But people don't know, and again, this goes back to self-destructive habits of they don't know how to do things in moderation, like, and with going into these dangerous topics with a healthy mindset.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been talking a lot on that. It's something I'm very,
it's a very important thing. Like, it's something that we all have to deal with as content creators. You know, like I said, like earlier, like the way I stream, I know my numbers aren't going to be very high all the time. Like, it's hard to have a dedicated group of people in my stream for 8 to 10 hours every day, 5 days a week. You know, like it's just it's a thing. Like, if I wanted to change it, I would have to change the way I stream, and I like the way I stream.
Exactly. If you're willing to accept what you do and love what you do, it'll get better over time. It will.
It has.
You can't force it. There was a time where I wasn't so tired, and that was, between March to May, and that was the biggest growth my channel I ever had. I want to get back to that. I want to go back to what I was doing during that time period, because that was me at my peak, like, performance. But now I'm just tired. I'm fucking always tired, man. I want to go back to bed.
Yeah. The grind never stops, though.
The grind never stops.
Popular line in my chat. Grind never stops.
People tell me, "Hey, Bard, don't be sorry, be yourself." I'm not myself right now, nor that's the problem. It's people who tell me to slow down. You can take it easy. Bitch, I've already slowed down. I want to go back to what I was doing. God.
Gotta step on the gas.
Gas. And that's the difference in our philosophies at the end of the day, right? You are content with steady growth, growing your community over time. I am eager to get into being in a financial position where I can do with Power Wash. Hell yeah. Where I can do this full time and not have to worry about bills. I need $1,500 a month. And I can do this full time. No problem whatsoever. That pays rent, that pays food, that pays bills, and we're all good.
Just got to start taking some sponsorships, man. I mean, people shit on sponsorships, but I actually like doing sponsorships, not just because I get paid, because I get to, engage the community in like a little goal type thing.
I don't mind sponsorships. I really fucking hate these gacha games. Steel and Scream Elements keep switching at me. Like, the only one I enjoyed was Mech Arena, and that was for a very brief period of time until I got to a certain bracket where whoever sees you first kills you. You know what I mean? It's like,
you're always going to reach that point in any game where people have way more time than you.
Yeah, but that was
enjoy the ride, but no one to stop.
It was like the auto-targeting, like, aerial missiles that would fly out and do like 17,000 damage.
The javelin racks, yeah.
Fuck those. That was a horrible fucking design. Have a good day, Ghost. Thank you for being here. Also, hi Gob. How you been? But no, I am open to sponsorships and advertisers and all that kind of stuff. But the only ones I get are like, hey, do you want to help us promote this thing? I'm like, okay, what is it? It's like, well, we're gonna give you the CD key. And you're gonna play it for us. Like, okay. Why? It's like, well, because that's how this deal's gonna work. I'm like, do you think your game's that fucking great that my reward for advertising your game is going to be I get to play it early? like what is that what we're doing here?
Yeah, they're paying you in CD key or whatever.
They're paying me in a CD key. Or I got one recently that was for an energy drink that no one has fucking heard of. And their thing was like, yeah, these are like $35 tubs, like same price as, you know, Rogue Energy pretty much. Again, not sponsored, but if you want to. And,
I'm listening,
and
Rogue.
And they're like, yeah, for every tub you sell with your code, you'll get like $1.50. And I'm like,
oh, the affiliate codes. Yeah, those ones suck.
Yeah. Like, I don't mind the affiliate codes, but like, hey Bard, can you make a song for me? I'll pay you an exposure. Kilda, you're not famous enough for that excuse. I'll do work for exposure, don't get me wrong. But you ain't there yet, Kilda. Come back to me later.
Oof.
Look, Justin, you know damn well that in this tavern you don't hit unless you're ready to get hit back.
It's true though. Yeah. Talk shit, get hit. I know that all too well. It's one of my strongest skills. Playing a game, talk shit, immediately die. I know it.
Have you been streaming for a long time, but there's no online broadcast? It will help you come to stream skill. Exactly, that kind of shit. Also, welcome in, Viper. How you doing? Sorry, I thought that alert was Kilda for a moment. I'm like, Kilda.
That Kilda's gone.
Well, now I know what's on the table. Yeah. If you want to pay me an exposure, you gotta be at least 5 times as famous as I am. That's the bar. And then I have to like, and that's what I have to like what I'm about to do, as well. Like, it's a song I want to make already. So come back to me in like, I don't know, never. But
wow.
Right. Hashtag stay toxic. But anyway. It's Kilda knows I'm fucking with him.
I know.
I'm letting everyone else know. Kilda knows me. He knows what I'm about, and we love Kilda here.
That's right.
We appreciate his company. He says
An
a lot of nice
adorable
things about me.
Void bean.
Void
ball.
potato. You honestly think that would happen to begin with? I mean, if you have that attitude, it definitely won't ever happen. And that's another thing. Have confidence in yourself. For fuck's sakes. Oh my god. Oh shit. Sorry, this is another heated topic for me.
Let's go. I'm down for heated topics.
I have unfollowed people and muted them on Twitter because they will not stop degrading themselves. I get it. It's hard sometimes. It's really difficult. And I have those moments where I'm like, is what I'm doing even worth it? Right? I have those moments. It's a fucking human reaction. But if we go like weeks of like daily posts about it, if you really don't believe in yourself, why should I you?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, prove something. Okay? Do something. Don't mope about it. Stay toxic.
Yeah, like, stay toxic, baby. I don't know. Like, I might have the opposite fucking problem. I think I'm almost too motivated when it comes to a lot of that shit. Like, cause I literally normally only think about stream, off stream, and then I stream, and then next day I'm like, all right, I gotta get, I'm streaming tomorrow. I'm excited. Like, and I've been doing this for years, and I don't know how I haven't burned out or anything, but Jesus Christ. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I have endless motivation when it comes to this. This is my dream. Like, I'm having so much fun doing it. And the fact that I can make a living off of it, just like, it warms my heart. My cold villain heart.
And your pocket. No.
And my pockets. It does warm my pockets.
I say it was getting to the point where I was feeding off of it and making it permanent. Yeah, like, you have to have confidence. And now, what you may have heard me say was, think you're great at what you do. No, there's a difference between confidence and arrogance.
Oh,
Don't be arrogant.
Not for me.
No, it's the same thing for Justa. But don't, like, you get what I mean though, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
There are people in this community who think they're fucking God's gift on this green earth. Well, kind of yellow now. But and that, they're gonna shake the foundation of the world because, they know how to use PowerPoint. fuck that. No, like, we're all doing our best. We're all bringing something different to the table. It's just who's gonna apply it better. All of us
There's
can
my
succeed.
my millionaire.
Oh, hey, look at that. Look at that. I totally do not have that emote as well. For no reason. My experience.
I think it was
Man,
from
I
all the
can't-
bits that you gave me from the game show I scammed. That's probably how you got it. I think it's a 10
no,
think
I
that's
got
10
it.
digits.
I got it from that specifically because you were the only one to walk away with the 100,000 or the 10,000.
No, if it's 100,000, I would remember that a little bit more.
A little bit more.
that's a lot of. I just remember when you were showing me your thing, and I'm like, some of your bits.
Those
are a little off, man.
Look,
I shouldn't have said anything, man. I could have been rich.
boss. You keep saying villain this and villain that, but truly, what does being a villain mean to you? Yeah, what is a villain to you?
What is a villain to me? Making harebrained schemes that work 40% of the time, but when they work, they're amazing.
Understandable.
Yeah.
As opposed to a hero.
No, heroes are dumb. That's too much work. If you ever watch me play any games that actually have choices matter, like in Mass Effect, I'll always choose like the red choice because the fucking blue choice is stupid. I'm a red text kind of guy. What are you looking at me for?
Oh, wrong button. Don't mind that. Don't mind that. Wrong button.
No, like I think like I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of like the hero mindset. Like I'm as funny as it sounds. I'm a lot of the time I have to look out for myself first. You know what I mean? Just in general.
Well, Justa, it's been an honor to have you on today.
I don't know. Yeah. It's weird though. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't relate.
So squishy can be so villainous at the same time.
I just don't agree with a lot of the hero style. Like,
what's there not to agree with? I'm taking offense now. This is now a fight.
Most heroes are self-destructive in that sense, though.
I am self-destructive. Your point?
I don't know. Like I've always vibed more with villains than I have with heroes, just in general.
I don't disagree with you, but
like a lot of the villains, they could be the hero of their own story, I guess, technically, but
80% of the time they just make more sense.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real. But I mean, I've always been more of like a Dr. Evil level villain. You know what I mean? Just
no, I get you.
Yeah.
No, I fully understand. Like, don't get me wrong. Hell, we both play RimWorld. The game gets harder the nicer you are. Like,
oh yeah.
Hardest playthrough I ever did was a roadside tavern that I had one self-enforced rule. No matter who you are, I have to accept you as a guest.
Oh.
I made friends with a lot of people, but factions at war will still fight each other on your turf, no matter what. And so this extended to farm animals too. So with the royalty DLC, when they like say, "Hey, can you take care of my pet, whatever?"
Yeah.
And it's the most dangerous fucking animal in the world.
And you're like,
I'm like, I have to say yes. I'll put it right next to my chickens.
And then there's me. I'm like, I could capture them and take their organs, sell them on the fucking black market.
Evil, but they're still disgusted once you find out the U.S. healthcare system works. Exactly.
Oh yeah, true.
Fucking awful.
There's evil and then there's evil, okay?
There's evil and then there's incompetent. God.
I'm evil but cute.
But I want you to imagine my perspective, right? I have some people I count amongst my friends. Sorry, hiccups. Are you, Nor, Minnie, Lilith, many other people. All of them are fucking villain archetypes. I'm the only motherfucker self-branded as a hero.
Well, okay, so like, I guess I was just thinking about it. If I'm just so much more logically oriented than emotionally oriented, and I
Yeah.
find that that is what makes a villain usually. I don't like acting on emotions. I like I'll really think about a situation and be like, this person's fucking stupid, and like they're just trying to be good or whatever. But I'm like, this is just the stupidest thing. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I don't know. It's like, okay, and okay. Here's the thing. This is my thoughts. Okay, you played War Tales. You did the chapter 1, right?
Yeah.
In Tiltron, the
I
refugee
completed
thing.
chapter 1. Yeah.
Who did you side with?
I think I ended up siding with the refugees.
Okay, so my thing with the refugees is I fucking hate them. They
Oh,
were the biggest fucking assholes. Why?
They were.
They tried to cut down trees because they thought their superstition was dumb. They hired bandits to bully farmers. They did all that shit, but because you're the refugees, they want you to side with them.
Yep.
And I think, and I'll be like, no, I literally slaughtered them all.
The
killed
only
all of
reason I did their quests was because they were easier to reach at the time. Their quests were more like conveniently located.
I will, I guess, I will side with the corporate or like the the town and stuff because it just depends on their motives. If their motives like the fact that they wanted to cut down those trees and they're like, well, your superstitions are dumb. We need these logs, and I'm like, that's just insane going to someone else's lands and just being
especially in a semi-magical world when they're telling you
Yeah.
like the spirits of the woods are gonna come slaughter the valley. Like,
right? And they're just like, oh, that's stupid. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You don't just come to someone else's place and be like, your customs are dumb.
Yeah.
Like
No,
that's
that was-
insane.
It was
So,
actually
like,
awful.
That kind of thing. Like I'll look at it in more. I don't think like, oh, they're the underdog. I need to help them. I hate the whole. Oh, they're the underdog. I have to cheer for them. What about the overdog, man? The overdog has worked fucking hard to be where they are.
Mm.
And then because this person's the underdog, they should be cheered for. That's
Yeah.
insane.
You need to take context into what's going on. You can't
Yeah,
just
like
say, oh, they're smaller and weaker, so I'll help them.
right.
Maybe they're smaller and weaker for a reason.
No, you never underestimate the overdog because
Yeah.
they got there.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying the reason I'm saying overdog is because if there's an underdog, there has to be an overdog. It's logic.
Exactly.
It's just how it is.
But the king needs a castle. Come on.
Oh,
And like I get it was a hard thing to talk about, right? Because the town didn't give two shits about the refugees. Like the moment the refugees arrived, they were just apparently awful to them. Apparently.
Oh, yeah.
They were not even given a chance to integrate into society.
well, how
And
could they
so-
like if they're in a small like settlement like that kind of thing, right? Like they don't have the food to feed them, especially if they're not going to be doing any work. They're just
Mhm.
like, oh, we're refugees, we're poor. What do you want from me, man? I can't feed you.
Can't say
I
top dog because that implies a bottom dog.
exactly. So I don't know. That's the
So,
way I see it. So I guess that's what makes it fun.
It was War Tales is a good game, but it's one of those scenarios where like it's kind of that fake gray area where like they try to make it seem like there's two sides of the story. No, it's one story and one's very much in the right, like to be doing what they're doing. I don't know. That's where the hero archetype kind of comes in. Now you say I'm gonna argue this hero versus villain point, by the way.
Mhm.
You say you think more logically, right?
Right.
One of my favorite stories that I read, right, was someone who actually was in a ethics class, pretty much, right? And the a professor was giving a lecture on what the needs of the few versus the needs of many, and then some redditor stood up and says, well, logically speaking, and then went on a fucking huge tangent. And the professor responded, it cannot be logical if it does not include the human element of human emotions, of human desires, of any of that. Logically speaking, in a computer program, what you said is correct, but we're not computers.
Oh no, see my logic also is swayed because whoever's paying more as well. So
You see, that's the human element, greed.
more often than not, the rich people are paying more.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
So I'm excited to see how you deal with Baldur's Gate 3, because because there is a lot of how to put it. I want to say they're moral gray areas, but
I live my life in the gray area. Look at my suit.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Chapter 1 of Baldur's Gate 3 has like that Wartail problem of like it pretends there's a gray area here. There's very much clearly a correct answer, but it like will throw a few bricks in your way to make you like logic in your head. Okay, well maybe they're right.
So
true. This is business.
Another facet of my decision making is I don't like to flip flop on sides.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if someone's like, I'll pay you more if you do this, I'm not gonna be like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? I don't like that shit because loyalty is very important to keeping customers.
Yeah.
You can't be complete backstabbing asshole and expect to get more business afterwards. So you may be losing out a little bit on this job, but you'll be getting more jobs in the end. No.
Yeah. People will know that once you sign something, it's done. Like it will be done. You might not, but might not be done the way you wanted it to be done, but it will be done. Just isn't a gray area, then I'm not that bad. True.
So I don't like flip flopping, as well.
No,
I think it's just bad business.
Now I say all of this, right? I argue that most people would probably be heroes, but almost every D&D character I play was lawful evil. Almost every, because that's like in my eyes the default adventurer alignment.
Oh, I play a lot of lawful evil and neutral evil as well. Yeah.
Be loyal to the contract, exactly. It's a case of how to put it, adventurers by virtue, right? Go out, and clerics, monks, whatever are kind of exceptions to this. They go out looking for money and glory for themselves, and they will often end up not taking the least violent route possible, and will just apply force where necessary to get the results they want. But if they take a bounty, that bounty's getting done. Maybe not the way you wanted it to, but it's getting done.
Oh yeah.
My moral compass is whoever makes it so I can't walk straight the next day better. Killed him. From the Solar Astoris of the Justin, can you read those words that were just said?
Wait, which one's from Scarlet?
Yeah, from Scarlet. Reminds me of the video from the Solar Astoris of Landshekt and Contented. I can't pronounce that.
Condotera? I have no clue.
No. Well, there is always the wording of said contract. There is always a way around said contract. Bless you, Bard. Thank you, Pope.
Yeah, the wording in the contract's very important because
Yes.
there's always loopholes, and that's why I have the fine print button. Should have read the fine print.
Should have read the fine print, my friend. Should have read the fine print. I love that song. It's such a good song.
Oh yeah.
German and Italian mercs. Got you. Thank you. You could have just said that. I love you, sir. You could have just said that. Oh God, it's been a day already. It's already been a day. The Valor Bard can't read. No, I'm a Valor Bard. I fucking hit you with my sword and then Thunderwave you. That's what I do. I don't.
You know what's actually really funny? I had a plan for a bard to make a power metal bard at one point, with a lightning enchanted lute.
Hell yeah.
So it was a electric guitar.
I mean, actually, hold on. Instrument of the bards. There's one I want to say has that's control weather, cure wounds, wall of thorns, spell match for energy, wall of fire, wind wall, poison, should lightly with animals. Fuck, I could have sworn there was one that had a lightning bolt as a spell. The closest one is the Klee Lyre, which has, or no, it's what was it? Fuck, I just saw it earlier. Whatever. There's one that gives you protection from energy lightning. And then I don't know, go ham, I guess. Which is why I stay freelance. Nothing legal can say about me using flamethrower. I mean, aren't flamethrowers banned? for obvious reasons.
Hey man, if you get a chance to use a flamethrower, you fucking do it.
They arrested a guy, I think in Michigan, because he got tired of all the snow on his fucking driveway and he got tired of shoveling it. He just made a homemade flamethrower and would just melt all the fucking snow.
I thought that sounds dangerous. Wouldn't it just turn to ice?
Well, no, because he's constantly heating up the air around it. It would turn the water flow down into the street and then freeze over.
Yeah, in the street, turn to ice.
Yeah, that's out of his driveway. That's all he cared about.
Oh, I see. Jesus Christ. I mean, I live in Canada. The snow can get pretty fucking wild, but I think the ice is worse than the snow. Let's be real.
I hate driving in the snow. I hate it here. I hate it here so much. Kansas City is not a terrible place weather-wise. Like 90% of the time, and then 5% of the time we get the worst tornadoes you ever imagined, and the other 5% of the time we get hit by like a fucking Arctic blizzard, and you can't go 5 feet without power sliding into a ditch because we had to put ditches everywhere because we have a flood season. So there was literally a corner. Okay, sorry, rant. There's a 6-lane highway. A 6-lane highway, okay? 65 miles per hour. Connecting to this highway, no stop sign, no red light, no nothing, right?
Okay.
Is a turn at a 30-degree angle into a residential at 25 miles per hour, okay?
Why?
When we had a snowstorm, there was a couple of guys with a pulley on the back of a truck camping at that corner because of how many people kept power sliding into the fucking ditch trying to make the turn to go home.
Absolute insanity. Oh my god. Yeah, no, it's like when we get the first snow of the year here where I live, I'll hear on the news like there's 210 accidents today, and I'm like, you people live in fucking Canada. How are you not used to this now?
Yeah, people forget how to drive
every year.
Every time.
You know, like every first snow of every year, there's like 150 to 200 accidents in the city, and it's like,
because people just forget.
Oh, snow exists, right? Oh fuck! I guess I'm dying.
I guess I die today.
Yeah. I live in Western Canada, though.
Yeah, not real Canada.
No, Eastern Canada's not real Canada. Let's be real. Quebec over there? Jesus.
Quebec?
Sorry, Quebecians.
The French?
I say that to mess with Kira all the time because Kira's from there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly why I hate driving the first snowfall. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I get you.
Just stay home. Honestly,
I want to. I really want. I want my job. So my job has the thing of like you can call a certain number to see if the plant's open, right? And if it's not open, you get it's a unpaid approved absence. So you don't get paid for the day if you don't come, but they're not going to dock it against you.
Right. It's not like you missed a day at work.
I really wish they would make the first snow day of every year one of those days for our own safety.
Yeah.
The amount of times I've tried to go on to work, like I told you before stream, it's an 8-minute drive to my fucking job. The amount of times I get on the highway to go to work and there's a semi overturned on the fucking highway, turning a 4-lane highway into one is absolutely every year. Every fucking year.
Oh.
I can't even stop to loot them. One year, I was in a shit box. Like, it was a car from the 1970s, a manual. And do you know how hard it is to get going on black ice when you're driving a manual?
Yeah, it's impossible, really.
It was so stupid.
Yeah, no, I used to live out in the boonies as well, like when I was younger, like before I was 18, and it was just, it's like literally in the middle of like Manitoba, and it was just the most garbage winters I've ever experienced.
I don't blame
See,
you.
here where I live in Alberta now, right? And so we have these things called Chinook, which is essentially warm wind coming over the mountain from the ocean. So a lot of our winters are actually quite warm because we have a lot of the ocean wind coming over, and it just keeps everything like 0 to 10 degrees Celsius for like most of the winter. So a lot of the times, unless we have like big cold like spells, it's really not that bad here. But fucking Manitoba, man, is like minus 40 dry cold. It's so bad.
So awful.
How did we get talking about the weather? What the fuck?
I don't know, man. It's just it's corporate talk. What do you want?
That's right. Water cooler talk.
Real quick, we are going to slowly begin to wrap up.
Sure. Yeah.
However, there is one last thing before we get to that. Chat, if you would be so kind. I have a thing for you, chat. I have a thing for you. A thing.
A present for chat?
A thing for chat. Well, not really a present. More like an obligation they have. So I typically post this at the start of stream and then pin it, and then a lot of people will go about it throughout the stream. We're experimenting something new. Hey, chat. If you want to ask Justa any questions, here is a Google Drive link. I will set that timer for 20 minutes. At the end of that 20 minutes, we will see what questions are submitted. And then we'll just go from there.
Ask me anything.
Ask anything.
AMA,
it's a long form, free form text. Ask any fucking questions you want. If I deem it inappropriate, it just won't be asked. Duplicates will be skipped, etc., etc. Oh, Christ. Justa, is there anything else you want to add on today while we wait for that timer to count down?
I'm excited for Baldur's Gate, man.
I get you.
Oh man, it's not often I book time off work, but I left a note. I'm like, I need this day off. I didn't give any reason. Like, I just need this day off.
I just need it off, man. I just need to not be here. I'm sorry.
I never stream on Thursdays, but I'm gonna make an exception.
I'm going to be streaming Baldur's Gate 3. I'm going to be streaming it probably every Friday. Every Friday. It's gonna be my new Friday game.
I think it's gonna be my new Sunday game with Soph, yeah.
And I do plan on including Twitch integration so chat can vote for options. Not because I'm gonna honor your options. I just want to know what alignment my chat is.
You know what? That sounds like a good idea too. I was just gonna choose because when I play games like that, I literally just go by my personal feelings, and they're often like, "Are you sure you're not a sociopath?" You know, like, "No, I'm a villain, man. Come on."
Excited because I get to be a tiefling valor bard, and I get to play my VTuber in a video game, and I get to be cool and show off and all that kind of
hero.
stuff. I can be a hero. I love it. I might have another VTuber to join me. It's really up in the air. I have no fucking idea. If they do, great. If not, well, we have NPCs for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know anything. Like I said, I don't know anything about the game, so it's gonna be pretty good. But I still have no clue.
As a bard, you can play your instrument in town, and people will just throw you money.
You could do that in War Tales too.
Yeah. You literally just roll a performance check, and you can only do it so often, obviously.
Yeah.
But you just roll a performance check, and you'll get like not a lot, like 15 gold. But that's still like do it consistently enough. That's that adds up.
Infinite money trick.
Infinite money trick. Have a party of nothing but bards. I love it. I love it. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm gonna have a great time. Fuck, dude, I've been waiting for so long. Oh yeah, I do have a clip from when me and Tia were doing the early access together of me taking over a conversation because we were dealing with bandits. And I was I'm a Zerial tiefling, in case you didn't know that. And one of the innate spells a Zerial tiefling gets is Thaumaturgy. And Thaumaturgy in the game gives you advantage on intimidation checks if you have it. So I take over the conversation. I'm like, don't worry, I got this. I go for the intimidation check to try to scare them off. with Thaumaturgy giving me advantage, and I have a +5 to the fucking check, and I roll 2 nat ones.
Oh no.
It's in my clips if anyone wants to go check that out. What day does the last update happen for Baldur's Gate 3? It fully releases August 3rd.
August 3rd, yeah.
And I'll be playing it August 4th.
I'm actually gonna switch my model back to my other one, so in just in case anyone wants
are you gonna
to
go
see
back to
my
being a
regular-
fucking normal person again?
Yeah, you're gonna see me without my glasses for a moment though.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh
it's very
fuck.
cursed.
Very cursed.
Oh,
Oh,
there we go.
there we go.
I'm
There he
little.
is. Little man. Little baby man.
There we go. We're good. Oh no, it's still loading.
Take your time.
All right, we're good. Ah, bah, 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 bah.
Alright,
Alright.
I lied about the 20 minutes thing. We're gonna give it like 5 more minutes.
Okay.
Because I'm fucking 20 minutes going by a lot slower than I expected.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, don't worry about it.
you already ran through a lot of your questions, so.
Yeah, I mean, it is something I'm trying to do because I eventually do want to make these, like, edit these, shorten them up, and upload them to YouTube at some point. So I am trying to shorten them a little bit and make them a little bit more, you know, snappy. Congratulations, you're my first guinea pig in that regard.
Dang.
Congratulations. Not because I'm a lazy fucker, but because I want to. Oh, the red is so nice. It is. Speaking of which, we can actually talk about that.
Okay.
One thing I didn't bring up is one of your achievements, which congratulations to Soph Almighty for being the best dresser voted at the Monster Match.
Oh yeah, I did win that. Do you want me to send you the?
Yeah, what was your
The,
little trophy? Yeah, you got a little trophy from it, didn't you?
Oh, I don't know where the trophy is, but I kept. my
Hey,
outfit.
hello, welcome on in.
Here you go. This is the outfits we wore.
Yeah, so for those who were unaware, both me and Justa were in attendance to the New Year's Monster Mash. I still cannot believe that Soph's outfit is TOS.
Right?
However, Justa was actually a nominee for Best Dress at the New Year's Monster Mash last year, and he might be in the running again this year, depending on how they want to treat it.
Oh man, I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen this year? But I think it was very much well deserved because you are one of the more diverse costumes around. I only have the one outfit. Cool and sexy, I know, right? I honestly, I love the outfit on both of you.
Well, the theme was what, like Sylvan, right?
It was a Fae
Hey,
themed, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I have the butterfly cape.
Yeah, me and Faye Graves went together, and Faye did like a sun and moon dynamic between the two of us, which I thought was fucking cute as shit. They also used it as an excuse to hold arms with big tiefling. I'm excited for this Monster Mash. I'm assuming it's gonna happen again. They fucking did the past 2 years, and I haven't heard any news saying they're not gonna do it this year. Which I will be calling upon you, chat, because I'm gonna get nominated for something. I don't know what I'm gonna be nominated for, but I'm gonna be nominated for something. Soft boys, exactly. So I'm gonna be calling upon you guys when the time comes, and hopefully you'll be there for me. You'll be there for me, right? Oh, hey, look, your maid outfit.
Yeah. I forgot to give you guys a little treat.
Just 10 seconds of maid.
Oh, hold on a sec.
Nominated for goodest boy? I don't think I'm gonna get that.
There you go. There's the whole outfit. It's got a little cap on it because it also goes with, you know, the cat ears.
That should be your body pillow.
The maid? Oh
Yeah.
man.
It would sell better, in my opinion.
Maybe.
But you know, what do I know?
You know, we do that, like, because normally after like a long stream, you gotta let your hair down, right? We could do the hair down body pillow.
True.
There we go. That's how you know we're comfy.
That's just how I looked in middle school for like fucking the entire time. It's like, why is your hair always in your face? I don't know, because fuck, I don't give a shit. Bard nominated for most likely to be a figment of my imagination. What? Yeah, sure, maybe. Fuck. I don't know.
But while we're just chilling, if anyone is interested, I do have 7 suit colors.
You do.
That was one of the things that got me nominated. All right, so we got. Hold on, we'll go back to the standard. This is the gray matter, and then we got the classic because my original outfit was this
that
basically, but I was a more unkempt, you know. Then we got the Demon King, which is just your standard, you know. Yeah. Black
Evil.
suit, red.
Yeah. Evil.
We got my small time crimes, which is, you know, based off of Reagan from Mob Psycho 100. We got the blue, one of my favorites. Look at this fucking tie.
I love that tie so goddamn much.
Oh yeah.
I love it. What else you got?
We got mint fins.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a brown jacket. You know, chocolate mint.
I love chocolate mint.
Yeah, me too. I forgot about the jacket. It's a blue jacket.
Hell yeah.
And then we got my vampire one.
Yeah.
Which also has. Hold on.
The little
Can't
pattern.
really see it.
Yeah.
It's got the pattern, but it's different.
A little bit faded because of the,
the color
lines.
Yeah. And then of course, you know, if we need matching glasses, right? So we got black, we got blue, we got purple, we got green, got gold, got red. So all kinds.
Again, very fashionable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not like drastic changes, it's more like color swaps, but it still like adds diversity to your model. Which not all people have the liberty of.
Yeah, it's one of the things I wanted. Like, so when she drew my my sheet, what is it called? My reference sheet.
Mm-hmm.
She drew me with 20 suits. I couldn't afford to get them all done, so I
just chose your
I
favorites.
chose 7s. Yeah, 7 of them.
Fair enough.
Nice for the
All
vampire one.
Let us see. Fuck off, goddamn fly. Let's see what lovely questions were submitted for Justa. Alrighty, let me change my just chatting here. One moment.
Oh, and one last thing, in case you want the mustache off.
Mhm.
Sometimes I stream without the mustache.
Like the mustache on or off?
Off, please. Too bad.
Too bad.
Well, you can see my mouth move a lot more with the mustache off. And sometimes I like to really accentuate, like, you know. Sometimes it's hard to really get good mouth expressions with the mustache on, but you know.
Alrighty. Are you ready, Justin?
I'm ready. Ask
There's
away.
some pretty hard-hitting questions in here, honestly.
Oh, okay.
I was
okay.
not
How did
kind
you
of
get
expecting.
so cool? Just born
Question
this
number
way.
1. Hi, this is Butcher. Why is Justice smelly?
It's because I have corporate stink all over me.
Understandable. What does corporate stink smell like?
Success. It smell offending to the unsuccessful, but
fair enough.
It's more of a jealousy thing than an actual like offense. So
True.
Story not sorry, Butcher.
What is the weirdest experience that you had, but no one believes you that it happened?
The weirdest experience that I had.
I'll let you define what weirdest is to you.
That is a really good question, actually.
I was only kind of memeing when I said these are hard-hitting questions.
Right? That no one believed. See, it's tricky because there's not a lot of situations I've been in where people haven't believed me. Believe it or not, I'm actually a pretty good talker. I can convince people of a lot of things. As if you say it with enough confidence, you can make them believe anything.
True. Like today's Monday.
Well, I mean, someone's Monday, really.
Someone's Monday.
But as for the weirdest thing, I can't think of anything off the top of my head that's like really been like out there that no one's believed me. Yeah, see, it's Gilda's Monday.
Dude, don't do that. It's so late to work.
Did you realize you have 4 days late to work?
After 3, we consider it an abandonment of duties, Like,
No, I honestly can't think of anything weird that's happened to me.
nothing?
No, I really don't. That's a good question though, but
All right,
I can't think of
I'll
it.
twist it then. What is
Okay.
the weirdest chatter you ever had?
The weirdest chatter. That would be Butcher, I think. No, I'm just kidding.
Butcher?
There's a lot of people that'll come in that just really fail the vibe check, and Soph normally takes care of them pretty quickly. So sometimes I don't even fucking see what they say, and she'll just tell me afterwards. She's ruthless. You don't fuck with Soph.
No, you don't.
I mean, do these look like the eyes of forgiveness here? Hold on a sec. Let me find it. Right there.
No, they don't. I
She's
mean,
very overprotective. Weirdest chatter. I did have a guy come in like to my streams like way early on, who kept claiming they're like some like 14-year-old prodigy at like coding and shit like that, and they kept like bragging about it in my chat. But they gave me some money, so like I was like, whatever, go ahead. This was early on before I was a VTuber. I was playing Terraria actually. I was playing Terraria on Master Mode solo. But no, he was a weird one. I never seen him again.
Just left one day, never came back.
He did come back, and I was playing some RPG, and he's just like, this is when he got banned. He said, stop playing this weeb shit and go play some Terraria. And he got fucking sent to the Shadow Realm very quickly. Yeah,
I love that.
So there is one thing that I'm very strong about, like strong-minded. Don't fucking tell me what to play. I'll play what the fuck I want.
Pretty much, yeah. That's just how it is. Like I chose
It's my content, not yours. So-
Yeah, I chose this for today for a reason.
Oh yeah. Remember the guy? He did keep calling me. He said I looked like a sick elf.
Well,
This
yeah.
was my old model. Which
no,
was
I
very
had this
changed.
talk with Jummy when during their Bardic Inspiration. All goblins are just elves gangrene. That's just how it is. You seem concerned about this.
But yeah, no, that guy. I don't know if we banned him or he just never came back. But there's been a couple weird ones where they just get sent out the door immediately. So that's one of my things. You can't be afraid to fucking send people out the door when it comes to your community. You have to weed out the bad ones.
Oh, fuck
Because
no.
one bad person can turn away 5 or 6 good people.
Yeah. I always make
So-
the joke, again, and I'll say this fucking every week. I'd probably would partner with the amount of people I've banned. Just
we
a little more
timed him
tolerant.
out. We timed him out. He never came back. I remember there was one guy who came in. He was really drunk, and I timed him out for holy fuck, what was the number? It was a good number. That's why it's like my default timeout if I just say come back tomorrow. I timed him out for 86,400 seconds, which is exactly 1 day in seconds. And I just say come back tomorrow. If you're normal tomorrow, you can stay. But
My weirdest was the guy who was like, "Why are you 18 plus? Have you talked to Kilda?"
I don't know. Like, I very rarely have minors actually come into my chat that are like sometimes like they might seem a little bit like young, but then stuff will just be like exclamation mark 18, and they'll like either like shut up pretty quickly or those keep talking. They're actually over 18. But so there's some people. There's a lot of weird people out there, but I tend to prune my community, my Twitch community, very thoroughly when it comes to that.
You just gotta fucking discipline your community sometimes. You gotta pull out the fucking paddle and just, at random, someone doesn't exist anymore. Just let them know.
Oh,
It can
random,
happen.
yeah. Put in your
Yeah.
unban request. I'll consider it.
Well, it'll be peer reviewed by chat.
I I don't get enough of them to do a chat on ban request.
I read out most of my ban requests. Most. Some I don't. Christ. Let's see here. What has been your most favorite game to play with other people, and has there been anyone you absolutely enjoyed playing with the most? I feel like that's an easy one.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, there's a couple people that I really enjoy playing games with. Soph is like my number one. And we basically, because, you know, she's my girlfriend. I just enjoy her presence in pretty much any sense. So, but which game? So some of the most fun I've had was Elden Ring co-op randomizer with many. That was so fucking chaotic. One of my favorite clips ever came from that. The donkeys can't read clip. Oh my god. It's so fucking stupid. But the entire like series was just that. And it was just like, it was just chaos and stupidity.
That level of asinine shit.
Oh
Like,
yeah. Yeah.
I like the clip where you like hit a desync in your fucking game and like the giant bird on the rooftop was attacking you on the bell tower.
I was attacking Manny, but I couldn't see it.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Manny lost on the cliff. Yeah, there was memes
That
around
was
about
amazing
that.
too.
How Manny lost in the fucking Home Depot or whatever.
Just out in the wild, no fucking direction, no reason to be where they are.
Yep. Oh yeah, no, that's probably one of my favorite collab series for sure.
I'm currently going through Elden Ring co-op, not randomized, with Dania, who was in chat a little bit ago, and we're already having a fucking blast with that shit. It's fucking
Even
randomized. It's
a while.
fucking weird. Randomized from self games are amazing. Honestly,
Oh yeah.
they can be. Have you done the Dark Souls 3 Pokemon one?
No, I haven't done any Dark Souls 3 mods.
I would recommend the Pokemon one if you have patience. The reason I say that is because there will come a point where you do kind of need to train a little bit. But you will quickly find out that you pretty much you Pokeball fucking different enemies and you then summon them to fight for you instead. Some enemies are actually better against certain bosses just because of either their size, their poise, or their moveset. I found out that Giant Crab is really good against Aldrich.
Oh. Interesting. Oh yeah, fucking Horaloo pile driving me off a bridge was really fucking funny. Because we had Horaloo where Margit's supposed to be, like first Margit.
Yeah.
That was
and bosses as your first boss.
That was terrifying. That man's playing a whole different game. He's playing Tekken or some shit.
Especially when he goes, oh god, I fucking love Horaloo. It's like one of the coolest fucking bosses in the series. I don't care what anyone has to say.
Oh yeah, 100%. He is crazy.
You've been tasked with branding a supervillain that shoots water out of their elbows. How do you do it?
His name is Cold Sweat. He wears t-shirts.
Okay.
And he uses the propulsion from the elbows to empower his punches. And he's a boxer, right?
Yeah.
But see, the thing about him though is he was seen as weak because he didn't have all the other cool superpowers like I'm not gonna say butt lightning because that's not a cool power. But anyways, he doesn't have the cool powers, so he was kind of like he's always treated like inferior because his was just it's just water out of your elbows. But he made it work, you know what I mean? He made it work. So he goes around and just starts like beating the shit out of heroes. He's kind of like he's a villain, but he's not like he's out there literally to prove himself rather than to do any crazy take over the world shit. You know what I mean?
He's just trying to prove that he can be dangerous in
exactly
rather than achieve anything. I can appreciate that. I'd actually read a story about that. I want to read a story. I want to read a story about a supervillain who's like really weak sauce, right? And the entire series is just him trying to do something cool. No more of this Mary Sue bullshit. I want a villain.
I hate Mary Sue bullshit. Mary Sue bullshit. It's
like Overlord's one of my favorite animes, right? But like, I don't watch it because I want to see Ainz beat up a level fucking 10 character. That's not really that exciting to me. I watch it because I like, the drama and the intrigue and, all the shit coming together.
The political stuff, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's cool. And the utter anxiety attacks some of the characters have, I feel that for real. I didn't send that one, I promise.
Nor.
Favorite snack?
Favorite snack, moon cheese.
Moon cheese.
Moon cheese. It's a snack that I had when I was on keto. It's basically like little they're like little cheese balls, like hardened cheese balls, but they're like, I don't know what they make them with, but they're like little crunchy cheese bites, and they're fucking amazing. I could eat bags and bags of those things. But if we were gonna go for like non-keto, beef jerky. Hot and sweet beef jerky. Top tier.
Fair enough. I really don't have anything to add on that. I guess my favorite snack is like, I don't know, banana chips. I like banana chips.
Banana chips are pretty good. I like something with a good crunch, but the reason I like the moon cheese is because they're not salty. It's just the cheesy flavor.
It's just cheese.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's literally just cheese, and that's. I'm a simple goblin. It's cheese.
Dude, cheese is good. Fuck
cheese is fucking good, man. Yeah, I'm a cheese and meat goblin.
Hell yeah. Well, we're getting to the end of our time. There is one last thing I allow every Bardic Inspiration guest to do, and that is, if you have any questions for me, if you wish to turn the tables briefly, you are free to do so. Hey, Prince.
When is the next time you're paying rent?
When is the next time I'm paying rent?
Yeah,
that is.
I mean, because I own this place.
Well, you see, I just no. If you have a problem with that, you can send whoever your security is.
Soph.
Soph? I'll fight Soph.
How dare you? She's a treasure.
She is a treasure, but I will defend my establishment to the death.
I'll let many loose in here.
I might have a harder time with that one. But I'll still do it. Done them both at the same time. I'll still fight. I'm gonna die, but I'll do both.
Oh man. As for questions, not anything off the top of my head. We discussed a lot of stuff. I guess the one main question is, how excited are you for Baldur's Gate 3?
Dude, I'm so fucking excited.
Holy fuck, that's funny.
Dude, fucking I love Baldur's Gate. Dude, I played Baldur's Gate 1, I played Baldur's Gate 2. I didn't like 2 as much as 1. Fucking Baldur's Gate. Okay, real talk. Baldur's Gate 2 pissed me the fuck off, okay? You start off Baldur's Gate 2 in 2nd edition D&D, by the way. I want to clarify, the 2nd edition D&D. You are level 19 character when you start the fucking game, because it's a continuation of Baldur's Gate 1 and all the DLCs in between. The first encounter they have you fight is like 6 town guards. How hard should that be for a level 19 character?
Should be pretty easy. Should
be a fucking sweep, because again, 2nd edition D&D, power scaling is way out of the fucking roof. I TPK'd on that encounter.
I think that's a skill issue.
No, because they're all level 20 NPCs.
Oh my god, they're just a retired fucking adventuring party that like saved the world 4 times,
No, the whole town is nothing but level 20 NPCs. It's stupid. That's why I didn't like Baldur's Gate 2 as much as Baldur's Gate 1. But that's beside the point. Okay, but like John is amazing. I love him. Dark Alliance, Dark Alliance is pretty meh. I'm not gonna lie. The final boss, me and Tia did Dark Alliance together. The final boss fight came down to Tia being dead because they weren't a barbarian, and me playing a barbarian with 97 health potions, face tanking everything because you can't dodge anything in that fucking game.
Well, it's been a long time since I Baldur's Gated.
Well, next week.
Oh, next week. The hard part's going to be waiting a week. I might start. I'm just like considering even just starting 2 series with it, so I can play one solo. But I don't want to like spoil anything. I want to experience it with Soph, right? So
yeah.
But I don't want to like get Soph to stream with me twice a week because I know she's always busy and stuff. So like she's got a lot of work to do. So it's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be like I'm gonna go through withdrawals every fucking week. It's like when you watch that weekly anime and then it like ends on a cliffhanger and you're like, but I needed some more. I can't wait a week.
God, I fucking hate. That's why I don't watch anime until the whole season's done. Then I binge the whole fucking season in one go. I'm like, I'm not waiting for this shit. You can't do this to me. Like, damn. Like, I'll get to points in an anime, and I'll be like, damn, that's a hell of a cliffhanger. Thank God I don't gotta wait for it.
Oh, right. Like, I used to watch anime weekly, but now I just watch anime with Soph, and we just wait for the things to come out and we binge it. We've been been watching Naruto lately because she's never watched Shippuden. Ugh. So we've been skipping all the fillers and skipping all the flashbacks. It's been going pretty quick.
Imagine that. All right.
Yeah.
Justin, thank you for your time today. I greatly appreciate you. As a Bardic Inspiration tradition, unless I choose otherwise, guest gets to choose the raid target. You have something in mind today.
That's the easiest choice of my life.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going live right after this, so you can raid me.
Okay, great. To my community, I am not done streaming for the day. I'm going to let you know that I am not done streaming for the day. In a couple of hours, we will be back with Sea of Thieves with Tia, doing Monkey Island, Tall Tales, and then whatever the fuck happens after that. Depends on how long it takes us to do the first Tall Tale. But everyone, say thank you to Justa for being here. I'm going to shout him out despite the fact we're about to go raid him in a moment.
Yay! I think I'm either gonna be. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing actually. Probably War Tales or Dark Souls 3. I don't know yet.
Better figure it out in like the next 5 minutes.
Right? Shit.
You're being held hostage here until you hit the go live button. I hope you know that.
Am I? Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. We're gonna play War Tales.
War Tales?
Yeah.
Understandable.
I'm not even gonna name this thing anything like. I'm like panicking over here because I'm like trying to like type in everything.
Don't worry about it. You should have. See you in your stream.
See you there. Give me a sec.
I appreciate all of you stopping by. Just I typically do after Bardic Inspiration, I review with the guest on what questions, comments, concerns. But I'll get to you on that later, obviously.
Well, I hit the go live button. There you go.
Cool. Right. I'll never forget the time I rated you when you were like getting ready for stream because you were fucking late and I got tired of waiting.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It happens sometimes.
And everyone, our raid message is going to be inspired, as is tradition. We're big into tradition around here, believe it or not. Imagine that. Tradition. I'm going to eat my sushi. I'm going to make some more Rogue Energy. Not sponsored. And
not yet, anyway.
Not yet, anyway. Hey, if you want to go like at Rogue Energy on Twitter, I swear to fuck, if any of you do that, I'm going to kick your ass so hard. Yeah, I think that is it for the day. Thanks, boss. Thanks, Bar. Stream was fun to listen to. Don't worry, I'll be back, and you'll have Justa for the remainder of the night, assuredly, because this motherfucker doesn't know when to stop.
No, imagine stopping.
Imagine. All right, everyone. Have a good night. Rest well.
Bye.
See you over there.